All right, here we go. This is it. It's official. It started.
So this is us looking back at the Welder nearly 10 years later?
Yeah, I think we're coming up. I want to say 9 years,
Yeah,
but
it would be what,
next,
2021, I think, would
yeah,
be.
close enough.
The opening's still sweet. This
Yeah.
in the theater was a good time.
Yeah, everyone kind of lit up at that point. They're like, okay, these guys, they didn't
They know
just...
they
Yeah, they win a little extra.
they can at least look like they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I like all these so also looking back, yeah, it's in the time it seemed right, but the weirdest decision of us having that our shooting style, which was a tripod with that circle rig on
Yeah.
top, to get that handheld but not handheld look.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
It is, it works. It gives kind of like a voyeuristic feel without being nauseating.
Yeah, it was called a fig rig. Remember, it was like
Yes, yeah.
It was a big wheel, and you'd have the camera in the middle, and then you could ideally hand hold it close to you, but we just rested it on the tripod just to give it a little shake, and Sean was just like kind of holding it and shaking it a little bit.
Which I think is, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah. And this is Andy and Chad
Yeah,
talking about, what was his, Mr. McLeod?
Mr. McLeod, the welder. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Do you when did we come up with the idea to write this? What was it like?
I think it was in the middle of, I think a big thing was that when we were in theater, we wanted to do, like, we kept joking about a serial killer movie in the shop.
Yeah.
Which we thought would be a pretty good time because there was a lot of cool, like, weird tools that would have been a good way to kill someone with. Specifically the paint spinner that kills Sarah. That's just a weird thing that we were like, can you imagine just with this with somebody? And then, yeah, I think it just kind of then we... I was actually trying to remember, like, I don't even remember the times we sat down and talked with Ian and Bob who ran the shop. But we must have confirmed it with them.
Yeah, we must have, because they just let us go in there. We didn't even have supervision. It was pretty great.
Yeah, and we must have also actually like told them what we were doing, because we obviously we're good filmmakers. We clean up after our messes. We're not like leaving the blood on the ground, but like when Christine's death, there was gore everywhere.
We threw everything. So when the bag, we had a Ziploc bag, and it was under the plywood. We had two of them actually.
Yeah.
Because we did a first take and it kind of went like this and it looked like shit. So we filled up another one and we put all that liquid in there. And then I think we had coffee grounds, condoms. They were not used. They were from Sufan in the sound department, because they have those. They put the wire packs and stuff in them or something. And so we used those. And I don't know what else. But I think if you look when it explodes, you can actually see like a little condom go like... kind of shoot out. This is a good little walk and talk scene. I actually really like how we did this. It's pretty straightforward.
I also had to take a moment to just pause and respect the really old phone. Was that your old phone that Justin had?
Yeah.
Man, that really dates it, that phone.
That was my last dumb phone before jumping into the world of smartphones. Yeah. So this shot's flopped because we jumped. We fucked up the axis.
So you fixed it?
Yeah. No. It's always been this way. So if you look, the direction of the light changes back to his right side here. But if you look at the shot previous, the light's coming from the other side of him.
Oh, wow.
Because
Look at that.
we screwed up the eye line.
I really wish we had an actual drill bit. Not like an actual on the drill.
We should have had like a really pointed one and just
I
don't know what we were
should have
thinking.
been scary.
Well, Andy was really chicken about that.
He was.
Remember that? He was
I remember we merged the shots together. I mean,
Yeah,
I think we cut it because we had that one shot in, and I remember like Larry and Don were like, this doesn't really work.
Yeah.
They did a lot to help us figure things out in this. Like, I remember one of the big ones is there were some dialogue moments where a character would say something, then look away.
Yeah.
And they were like, cut away before that moment.
Yeah.
Because it makes the audience lose the attention of that thing as well, which I think was very smart. And I also like that they were able to be that, like they understood they could be that picky with us because, we were trying to make something great.
Yeah, that's what I liked about this program is that they they just gave you the advice when you needed to hear it. And I mean, on this project, I feel like the most stuff I ever learned about filmmaking was probably on this one, really.
Yeah, I agree.
In those early days, like, because it was like, you know, especially editing, I think.
Yes.
Lighting nuts. I mean, it was kind of like how not to light something.
Yeah.
I think we lit it only with like, I think we had a Kino Flow or something, but we also
it was very minimal.
We didn't really use that much. This was all like, you can see the reflection on the elevator door, like a huge glare, which normally nowadays you would probably flag off, but we didn't know that back then.
We didn't know what a flag was.
Yeah, I don't know. Just didn't even know. So we were just literally, I think we had those like bald 1K redheads with nothing on them.
And we just shooting.
Fired at them.
Especially for this one too, because it was wide. We were just like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just put something here. I did like that you had the red light.
Yeah. So for this part, I actually couldn't. I just used the existing transfer from back then.
Yeah.
And I recolored it a little bit to kind of match the new transfer, because the old one was really green. This is more kind of bluish.
Man.
No, I love. I think Chad is so funny in this.
Oh yeah, Chad brought it.
I was watching it the other day and we were just laughing about. That I think the first good joke of the movie is when he's just like, "Oh my god." You're like, okay, I can laugh. This is not.
Yeah, it's a comedy. We're buckling up for a dumb movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to do mad props for Justin varnishing this fucking wooden thing instead of going out and probably having a good time, you know.
That shot here, that wide shot, it was so dark before that it's still dark, but you couldn't really see the welder in it.
Yeah,
before.
The welder's hidden in that shot.
Yeah, and now, on the new version, the restoration I did, you can see it so much more.
Nice, yeah, that's because there was 2 moments when we hit the welder, and that was one of them that we never really saw. I forgot about it until you said that this is really dark.
Yeah.
And man, I like all these inserts of him getting ready.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good time.
Yeah, this is actually like, I remember when we pretty much shot it to edit a certain way.
Yeah, and then everyone, I will never forgive them, was like, "Are you sure this will work?" And we were like, "Yes."
We're like,
"Trust
yes.
us."
We got really good at just lying and pretending that we knew what we were doing. But I think we really did kind of feel like we knew.
I mean, in that moment, we were just getting inserts, right? It was just inserts.
I mean, dialogue scenes, fucking nightmare. But doing stuff like that's easy.
And then even also I would love to honestly, because we want to do a full length feature, but I would love to just revisit this script completely, right?
I think if we do a feature of it, it should just be this kind of similar setup, primarily because I really want to see party hats in a full movie.
Oh yeah, and I also want but as I know with the party hats, yes, that was my big thing. I needed those party hats. I also love we need the welder to actually weld something and not just this, right? But
weld someone's eyes and mouth shut.
Yeah, the welding the mouth shut especially. That was the joke. We were like, he should weld someone's mouth shut. Mm-hmm. As that doesn't make any sense. But the blue light in here, that's the blue room for the theater.
Yeah.
And then I remember Sam, you put the blue light in. Another room that Christine walks into, that was in a whole other part of the school.
Oh, yeah. When she's
which I think
away.
was really cool to connect the two together. And then here's the welder in the background, right? He walks by.
Yeah, right up here. And he's right there. And this I think looks better now. You really couldn't see jack shit. Nowadays, I probably would be like, oh, let's hide a little light in the bathroom just to kind of give him some kind of an edge.
A little kick, yeah.
Yeah. But also, I mean, the cameras are so fucking good now. I feel like you see how far they've come in 10 years.
Oh, yeah. My God.
This camera, at the time, I remember, just the fact you plugged it in to your computer and you could directly upload the clips was a revolution. You didn't have to, wait for a tape to,
that's back when
record.
I have to watch it all back and be like, this is what we made. But now, with this, it was so quick. It was revolutionary. Now,
Oh. But, I mean, they're all baked-in looks. You didn't have, log or anything. You had to kind of shoot with what it looked like off the sensor. I love the shot there of the hair coming up. It's you can see the drips going in reverse.
Yeah. That kill is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the Christine kill is more bombastic, but I think but Sarah's death is really cool to see.
Sarah's is the grossest.
Oh yeah.
And most metaphorical.
Yeah, it's like one of those weird, like, there's always the ones in the slasher movies where it's like the weird kill that's kind of like sexual, and you're like, should I be uncomfortable? And it's like,
there's literally there's this one movie, Just Before Dawn, where the final girl literally kills the bad guy by sticking her fist down his throat.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, check that one out.
A little welder arm came in at the end to grab the door. That was a neat touch.
That timing though, between like she's running and then the next shot she just comes in like.
I do love this. Also, that she turned the light on. That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I remember like we were saying when we were shooting here, like we don't want to just like turn the lights on and then just it's bright the whole movie. Let's make it look like a horror movie. So
yeah, exactly, and it makes more sense. But then you wonder why Trey is working in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Like, from a film perspective, darker is definitely better.
Yeah.
But from a real like why are you sitting painted in the dark, you psychopath?
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
That's a great shot. I love that shot of it falling down on Christine's face.
Yeah.
I also will never like the whole like how she's like crying under here. You don't see it, but we dropped like 8 pieces of plywood. I wish we saw the size of it because so good.
I know. It's so funny.
Because she stops whimpering after that, which I thought was a really cool design touch that we did.
Yeah.
Like telling a story just through audio.
Yeah. I love the hammer hit. It's a lot better now. It used to be really like ghosted before because I sped it up on Final Cut 7. But now you can speed stuff up, and it's way better nowadays because you can frame interpolation or whatever it's called, motion flow kind of stuff.
My biggest regret is doing Chad dirty like that and killing his character like that.
Yeah.
In my mind, he survived. He just took a hammer to the face.
Right. Maybe we don't know. Maybe he's gonna appear the next day with a bandage around his head. The triumphant return.
Neat.
I feel like if this was made by a studio, that would be a note. Like, okay, at the end, you need to be wheeling Chad out on a stretcher, and he says, "Oh, my head," you know?
Yeah. Amen. 100%.
Yeah.
Man, like, you could just see that, like, looking this back now, like, it's a good short film. Like, it's enjoyable to watch. It's funny, but you could just see, like, with your lighting and my direction, that it's just, you can still tell we're in film school. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, there's still just something missing.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's supposed to be a shoe, hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, I loved this, how we wanted to shoot this outside.
Yeah.
But it was like -30, and we should have just shot it fucking inside.
Yeah, why did we shoot it outside? It's so cold. I couldn't even stay outside for this. I was inside trying to stay warm.
Well, Stuart gets first billing. Nice.
Yeah. Well, we did that as a reference to 7. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
the
Welder is as complex as an enemy as John Doe, for sure.
Yeah. And the ending is just as shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, to be honest, when everyone started to talk about the post-credit scene, mm-hmm. I completely forgot we had that.
Did you?
And when I watched it back, I was like, that's pretty funny. That no one came to like get the body out of the elevator was pretty good. Oh, yeah, I forgot we did ADR for it too.
Yeah, we did. And there's a really good like extra that we shot at the time with us recording all the ADR.
Yeah, I remember that. I should go back and watch those. Going back and watching this is a pretty good time.
Yeah. I'm glad we did all those behind the scenes because honestly, I would forget all these things.
Yeah, it's like a little just time capsule for my favorite film we made in film school.
Yeah. So for like that shot there, like I actually did like a little window, a frame by frame window on it to correct the red, because if you go back and watch like the original version, it's like barely red at all. But then
it's like
always pissed me off, right? So I went and fixed it. I mean, we can keep talking about whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be a YouTube video,
Welder.
right? So I guess we should make a feature of this.
I agree 100%. Like, I actually have the first scene in mind. with the opening of the school, but then I want to see the old janitor the old security guard walking around the school.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe introduce a few key places, some characters like the janitor. Right. Like just have him like it opening with him actually like setting the scene for our whole location.
Yeah.
Right. Of him exploring the school, being like, these are all the beats that he's going to be in. Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. All we got to do is then still shoot it at Red Deer College and then get the free help from their MBA students.
They probably would do that.
Yeah. That's the ticket.
Yeah. Or we shoot at if we had to shoot it in Edmonton, do it at Grant Mac, and you know how they have those really tall buildings. You got to have a scene where someone gets thrown off.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
But
yeah, I've been slowly kind of like just piecing together in my head the story, and I agree. I think staying with the original, just the whole idea of just people are in the school and dying after hours is great. Mm-hmm. And then also like I guess I should stop my recording. You don't need this, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Don't please.